全て見えていると言ったはずだ。まだ私を名もなきものだと思っているか。
The fall 2024 anime season was a big one. One of the headlining acts, Bleach, Thousand-Year Blood War Cour 3 took the classic shonen anime to heights it had never been to before. By now, the Soul Reapers and Quincy are fighting with all their might as the fate of the universe hangs in the balance, and they don't dare hold anything back. Techniques such as bankai, Vollständig, and Schifts are all fair game in a showdown like this, and the power levels have never been higher. In the anime's third cour, a handful of new battles unfolded, all of which featured some of the coolest and most devastating powers yet seen. In fact, a few of those powers felt downright overpowered or unfair, with certain characters using abilities that reshape reality itself or steal other people's powers to get the job done. In many fights, these powerful abilities led to victoy for their users, though a few of them were foiled, defeated by even greater powers. Number 10. Shunko is a hybrid of Kido and martial arts. Users, Yoruichi, Yushiro and Soifan. This unusual ability hasn't been seen since the events of the Soul Society arc back in the original Bleach anime. While Soul Reapers mainly use their Zanpakuto in battle, they can also cast a variety of Kido spells with spirit energy, and the members of Squad 2 are adept at using martial arts. Then, Yoruichi decided to blend the worlds of Kido and martial arts into a single discipline, Shunko. Shunko coats the user in spirit energy, usually with elemental flair, and boosts their physical abilities a great deal. It's primarily Yoruichi who uses Shunko, but recently, fans saw her younger brother Yushiro use it as well while fighting Askin Naklavar. If it weren't for Askin's immunity effects, he would have been in big trouble when facing the power of Shunko. Still, Shunko ranks last among the strongest abilities in Cour 3 because its straightforward power, which is foiled by abilities that have meta powers like the Miracle and the Almighty. Number 9. Fetter's Winger can shut down Shikai and Bankai. User, Uryu Ishida. Uryu Ishida has learned more and more remarkable skills and abilities ever since he first appeared in Bleach, ranging from Ransotengai to Licht Region. And now he has added even more techniques to his arsenal. Not only can Uryu now use a Vollständig of his own, he can also use a new, parasitic technique called Fetter's Winger. Uryu used Fetter's Winger while facing the full power of Renji Aburai's Bankai, and the results were hugely impressive. With that ability, Uryu trapped Renji in place with several long feathers of spirit energy, then drained Renji's own spirit energy to shut down his Shikai and Bankai alike. In that way, Uryu neutralized a prominent Soul Reaper without killing him, allowing Uryu to move on to other battles during his mission. Number 8. The compulsory twists the enemy's flesh with nerves. User, Pernida Parngas. For a time, the Bleach anime kept Sternritter C. Pernida Parngas hidden under that hood, but now fans know that Pernida is the Soul King's detached left hand. A proud Quincy with a bizarre power at its disposal, Pernida can use its shrift, the compulsory, to reshape any flesh or matter around it via nerves it extends from its fingertips. In that way, Pernida can take down even the strongest foes by contorting their limbs and bodies beyond recognition, which even worked on the likes of Kenpachi Zaraki. Such immense power was how Pernida earned its place among Juhabaha's elite guards, all while representing the left hand's nature of progress, contrasting with the right hand's emphasis on stillness.
Bankai. 加点胸骨絡まつ真珠
Number 7. Kaden Kyokotsu, Karamatsu Shinju tells a tragic tale of death. User, Shunsui Kyoraku. Captain Shunsui Kyoraku was one of only a few captains who had still not revealed his bankai by the time the Blood War began, but in the anime's third cour, Kyoraku finally went all out and revealed what Kaden Kyokotsu was capable of. When facing the immense power of Leelbaro's Vollständig, Kyoraku used his bankai and revealed its true nature as a tragic love story come to life. While Shunsui Kyoraku's Shikai was based on children's games with a deadly edge, his bankai was a 4-act tragedy about two lovers, a story ending in decapitation. When this bankai story is finished, the enemy will have their head cut right off. A fate that any foe would be powerless to escape unless they have extraordinary powers with which to protect themselves. Number 6. The death dealing poisons the enemy while creating immunities for the user. User, Askin Naklavar. While Sturmritter D. Askin Naklavar has not yet revealed the full extent of his powers just yet, it's still evident that the death dealing is one scary Quincy power to have. Askin earned himself a place among the Schutzstaffel with his abilities centered around poison and immunity, starting with his unusual ability to make anything poisonous to the enemy. That alone is usually enough to win a fight, but if it isn't, Askin can use additional powers such as Gift Ball and Gift Pad to take down his foes, as seen when he faced Grimjow Jaegerjax. On defense, the death dealing will render Askin immune to any attack after he is exposed to it, meaning a typical opponent will soon run out of ways to harm him. Number 5. Jiliel is a bizarre winged being with powerful energy attacks. User, Leelbaro. Sturmritter X Leelbaro was already dangerous with his ability, the X-axis, allowing him to use his spirit sniper rifle to hit any target with perfect precision, no matter what obstacles stood in the way. Then, in Bleach's third cour, Leel took things to the next level with Jiliel, which transformed him into strange winged beings with devastating power while facing Shunsui Kyoraku. Jiliel can fire shots with the X-axis from the many holes in its wings, and Leel can even regenerate himself and teleport while in that form. Meanwhile, Jiliel's final form can fire a devastating energy ball called Trumpet that can wipe out an entire city in one blast. Such immense power makes Jiliel rank in the middle among Cour 3's greatest powers, though it lacks the unfair meta abilities of the very strongest powers seen. Number 4. The miracle turns a hopeless battle into triumph. User, Gerard Valkyrie. Sturmritter M, Gerard Valkyrie, has not yet shown his full power as a worthy member of the Schutzstaffel, but he gave anime fans a taste of it near the cour's end. Gerard was already a tough fighter by default, but when he started using the miracle, he gained a power that bordered on cheating. With the miracle, Gerard can turn a losing fight into certain victory, but only if he is pushed close enough to the brink. Paradoxically, that means the closer Gerard gets to losing, the more his victory is assured with the miracle defending him. Gerard can also turn into a towering giant with the miracle still aiding him, becoming a nigh indestructible being who can shrug off attacks from almost any Soul Reaper. Cour 4, meanwhile, will reveal the full extent of the miracle and challenge the Soul Reapers to defeat a warrior of God.
今、君の挽回に囚われているのは君だ。
Number 3. The antithesis reflects the enemy's power against them. User, Uryu Ishida. Uryu Ishida has gained a variety of remarkable powers and abilities in recent episodes, with Fetter's Winger being the weaker of the two new powers. Uryu's strongest new ability is his Shrift, called the Antithesis, which can reverse the effects experienced by two different parties. It can be used in minor ways, such as swapping the locations of two parties. Or it can be used to win the most brutal battles. Uryu used the Antithesis during his battle against Senjumaru Shutara, who had all but defeated the Quincy team with her bankai. But with the Antithesis, Uryu was able to free himself from that bankai while turning it against Senjumaru herself, allowing Uryu to escape his dire fate and defeat a member of the Royal Guard. Now, Uryu is positioned to use the Antithesis in his upcoming battle against Jugram Hashwolf. Number 2. Fuden Taisatsuryo destroys the enemy with utter blackness. User, Ichib Hayasabi. Although Ichib Hayasabi lost to Juhabaha early in Cour 3, he still proved why he was worthy of being a member of the Royal Guard unit. His name-altering Shikai wasn't enough to defeat Juhabaha when the Almighty was used, so Ichib turned to his ultimate move, a terrifying ritual named Fuden Taisatsuryo. It takes time to use that ability, but the enemy is restrained, so Ichib has time to sing the ritualistic words. When used, Fuden Taisatsuryo will summon a great mausoleum and leech all of the blackness from the enemy, which will utterly destroy them beyond all hope. Not even reincarnation is possible when someone is destroyed with this move. Against almost any enemy, Fuden Taisatsuryo is the key to victory against all doubt, but Juhabaha is no ordinary enemy. Unfortunately for Ichib,
見えていると言ったはずだ。まだ私を名もなきものだと思っているか。
Number 1. The Almighty will find the perfect future for victory. Users, Juhabaha and Jugram Hashwolf. Being the most powerful character still alive in Bleach, it's unsurprising that King Juhabaha wields the most powerful ability that was seen in all of Cour 3. Like his fellow Stern Ritter, Juhabaha already has vast spirit powers with bows and other weapons, and if need be, he can turn to a special ability to win the day. In this case, Juhabaha can use the Almighty, which he lends to Jugram while asleep. When the Almighty is active, Juhabaha can see all futures in a battle, then choose one and use it to get the result he wants. With such power, Juhabaha is effectively unbeatable, and he told Ichib as much. According to him, Juhabaha cannot lose to any ability or weapon he can see with the Almighty, and that even allowed him to fend off Ichib's devastating attacks. And while Jugram only uses a partial version of the Almighty, it's still a fearsome weapon that Uryu must be weary of in their upcoming battle in Cour 4.